All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are on page 3 and we're going to start with mercantilism. We're going to start with a political cartoon. So I've got it blown up over here. Where is it? All right, we're going to start with page 3, mercantilism. And if you notice, this is a political cartoon that you have in page 3. And if you notice, this represents the mother country and the relationship that she has with the colonies. Now, right here on this apron, go ahead and write New England. There are 3 maids. So there are 3 parts of the colonies. You have your New England colonies. You have your middle colonies, and write that down. And over here you have your southern colonies. And if you notice, the mother country is exploiting, using the colonies. And if you notice, the colonies are supposed to present raw materials to the mother country. Gold and silver, foodstuffs, raw materials. So let's go back to your page. All right, so here we go. Mercantilism. What is mercantilism? This is when the government, in this case Great Britain, it will regulate trade and production. As I mentioned, the colonies provide raw materials. And in order for this to work, no factories in the colonies. The colonies exist for one purpose. And that is to enrich the parent country. In this case, Great Britain. Okay, so let's look at the navigation acts. The only way that mercantilism can work is, number 1, the colonies only trade with Great Britain. Number 2, all imported goods in other words, all goods that are imported to the colonies come from Great Britain ports. So, what if they trade with the French or the Spanish? They're not supposed to. But the colonists continue to smuggle. And when they get caught, the fine is so small that, who cares? So, Americans, we have a history of smuggling. The positive side of the navigation acts is protection. In other words, the Spanish, the Dutch, the French, they leave the colonist ships alone because they're flying a British flag. The negative, since they only have one supplier, higher prices. Okay, so let's look at solitary neglect. Solitary neglect is when you leave someone alone, in this case the colonies, and then you try and get them to do something. So Great Britain pretty much stayed out of colonial affairs. Are you making money for me? Yeah, that's all I'm worried about. Okay. Again, just make money. And again, as I mentioned, smugglers get light punishment. So it makes sense to smuggle. Not that I condone it. Okay. And something else. The colonists practice republicanism. And by republicanism, what I mean is they voted for their officials. And if the officials did not do what they wanted, they didn't get voted in again. In other words, they practiced self-government. So they're left alone to smuggle. They're left alone to